Alright, today is lesson 2, so we will run through the lesson 1, a recap, then we will do lesson 2. So basically what happened is that for lesson 1, we have learned to realize how to start this in a original mode, and we have learned also how to control the LED using button A, button B, basically using input on button A press, so we can use this basic to show the LED. Alright, you can show one LED, then after that of course you can pause for maybe 1 millisecond, okay, let's say 200 milliseconds. Then after that we can duplicate this and show the next one and duplicate the pause block. So after that, once you press A, you will see that it comes out one at a time. So our idea is not just to use this, because all this, it will cost, one LED will cost me one block, and after that one pause will cost me another block. So when I finish all 25 LED, it will actually take up 25 times 2, which is around 50 blocks, using 50 blocks. And I'm going to scroll all the way down, and it's going to waste a lot of time. So now we move on to lesson 2. Lesson 2 is for us to do this in a more efficient way. So let's start with a simple one. Alright, let's start with a new project. So create an empty new project. Now remove these two blocks. Loop, we'll just start with input with on button A press, and with on the button B press. So just select this A and change it to B. So now we are going to use button B to clear away all the LED. So you can use more, or you can use clear screen. Okay, so when I press button B, it will clear away the screen. When I click on button A, today we'll move on to the LED side, where you realize there is a lot more things to program. You can even control the brightness. So let's select LED and plot X and Y. Okay, plot X and Y. When I click on button A, you realize that when I click on button A, LED is lit up. So this is the location 0, 0. Alright, so let me duplicate and plot another. So 1, 0. So now if I click here, it will plot 0, 0 and 1, 0. So where is 2, 0, you will assume it to be here. So let's just take a look. So duplicate 2, 0. You realize that the top 3 rows should be lit up. 0, 0, 1, 0 and 2, 0. B is to clear the screen. So now with some basic pauses so that we can see your movement of your LED, let's just give it a pause, a simple pause, 200 milliseconds. Okay, duplicate and duplicate. Alright, then you may ask, Mr. Po, isn't this the same as the big LED screen that we use? Yes, in that sense, yes. So that's why we are not going to use this method. But basically, at this point, your teacher may choose to pause and let you try out this 25. Definitely, it won't scroll as much, but this is not a good way to use to plot. Okay, let's remove all this. And after this, you may choose to pause a while for you to work on the file. So once you want to pause the video, you can select the pause here. Then after that, you can always go back later. Alright, now we assume that you've taken some time to try this plotting. Now we are going to teach you a thing called variables. Alright, let's talk about variables. Variable, you can make a variable. You can put this variable inside so this item is created for you. You can set item to be 0 or any number that you choose, or you can change the item by 1 or 2 or 3. So let's just take note that you can make a variable. This is a loop. You can use a loop to repeat instructions 4 times. You can loop, make the instructions stay in the loop while some condition is true. You can use the loop as certain variable increases from 0 to 4 or more, and you can, for certain element in the list, do this. So let's use this today for index starting from 0 to 4. Do a series of commands. So just put this in. So for index from 0 to 4, I'm going to plot. So you realize that this doesn't make sense, because for index equal to 0, I'll plot 0, 0. For index become 1, I'll still plot 0, 0. So why not, let's try to take out the variable index and just put it inside x, which is 0. So when index equals 0, I'll plot 0, 0. After that, pause for a while, you go back and index will increase from 0 to 1. Then I'll plot 1, 0, and so on. Let's take a look, see what actually happened. You realize that from 0 to 4, I finished the first line. So how do you finish up all 25 of this LED? Now is a good time to let the student work on this and see what method do they use to fill up all 25 LEDs. Alright, now we assume you have finished the first part. I guess most of you will do this to duplicate the second row. And for now, you probably change Y to 1 and duplicate the whole thing. And you do Y equal to 2, and you duplicate and do Y equals to 3. And after that, when we run, it will probably be something like this. Alright, once I add one more, Y equal to 4, you would have probably complete the whole lighting up of your LED. Alright, well done. But you realize that every row you need 3 blocks. The pause block, the plot block, and the for loop. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So that's still 15. We have reduced the 25 blocks to 15 blocks. Can we still reduce this? Is there another way? Now is a good time for the student to pause and to work and to think about how they can reduce 15 blocks of instructions down to even less. Alright, now you're back. You could have probably thought about how to do it. Let's just remove all the rest. You realize that now I have only 4 blocks. This 1, 2, 3, 4. I need Y to increase every loop. So I could have used another for loop if I want to. Let's see what happens. Alright, let me remove this. So right now, index, when it's 0, it will increase from 0 to 4. But I shouldn't use index, else the computer will be confused and you'll receive something like this. And it stopped there, because index has moved from 0 to 4. So I should use another, probably rename this variable, call it item, or I can call it Y. Okay, let me just take this off. Okay, I'm going to take the loop again for index. I'm going to change index. I'm going to change it to X. So I have one X and one Y. So let's plot Y here, and let's insert another variable X inside here. So for Y equal to 0, you will go down here and run this loop for X equals 0 to 4. So when Y is 0, X will move from 0 to 4. You see the plotting is from 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. And it goes down all the way. So you realize that now from 25 blocks, I've reduced it down to 15. And from 15 now, I've reduced it to 5 blocks. Isn't it amazing, programming? So now, instead of clearing the screen, why not we do a reverse for the clearing? And for this, we can use unplot instead of plot. So we can go to LED and take out the unplot and move the things up and remove plot. And let's run it and see. So this is the plotting of X and Y LED. Now when I click on this, you realize it follows the same sequence. How do I make it reverse instead of following the same sequence? Now is the time for you to think again. You can pause here the video and think about it before you come back for the solution. Alright, we are back. So you realize that right now the plotting is from 0 to 4, 0 to 4. But when I want it to start from the last one back, I need to start from the 4 minus 0. I need to start from 4, 4, and so on. So what I can do is that I will require a max function, a minus function. I can put it inside here. So I put back X. This number, instead of 0, it should be 4. So I will start to unplot X from 4, 4 maybe. Okay, I'll just put it in here also. Max minus block. So 4 minus Y, 4 minus X. So I always start from 4, 4, which is the last one, and it goes up, and X goes from 0, then it will go from 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a look. By putting in this mathematical operation, you realize I can reverse the order now. Amazing, isn't it? Hope you have achieved this yourself. If you have come to this stage, then the next thing is, can you come up with another way for all the lights to fill up this 25 LED differently from what I've taught you today? If you can do that, do submit your files to me, email me, michaelp@sgi.edu.sg. Of course, how do you save, you might want to ask. You can give it a name. Maybe it's good to let me know your class and register number and your name. So maybe let's call it Michael 105, register number 7. And after that, maybe call it Michael. Okay, so once you're finished, you just click save. And you will come down here. Click on this arrow to show it in folder. Then after that, you can attach this file in your email and send it to me. For those who send it to me before this Sunday, okay, now it's the 5th of June. If you can send it before what we see here, okay, if you can send in to me before 8th of July, all right, and it works, then I would probably give you some bonus points for that. All right, thank you very much for your time. Sayonara.